Well, it's expected to be long and tough negotiations between the Malloy administration and unions for the state's 45,000 state workers began today.
The governor wants $1 billion a year in givebacks from the unions over the next 2 years, or he says there will be dire consequences.
Our chief capital correspondent Mark Davis live in our Hartford newsroom now with more on what's at stake here. Mark?
Hi, Darren and Sonia. Good evening, everyone, from the Hartford newsroom. What's at stake, as you said, is $1 billion a year, that's with a B, or thousands of jobs. The governor's negotiator is meeting with the state labor union's negotiator this afternoon. But they both start out with very hard positions, and Malloy doesn't have a lot of time to achieve his goal. Longtime union attorney Dan Livingston is the negotiator for the state labor unions. And Deputy State Budget Director Mark Ojakian has been charged with getting what Malloy wants from him.
The governor has reached that $1 billion based on some very concrete ideas. And I think that as the conversations proceed, that we'll be able to have some very productive conversations on how to get to that point.
But the state labor unions that organized this Solidarity with Wisconsin rally at the Capitol last week have set out a very hard bargaining position. Here's what one of their leaders said last month.
If we use the $1 billion as an example of a number that we want to talk about, then that's the equivalent of $22,200 per state worker that we have to find a way to come up with.
Does that mean Ojakian will propose major givebacks on pensions and health care benefits?
I can't talk specifically about what those will include. We're entering into some discussions on collective bargaining issues.
But to get the kind of savings that Malloy says he has to have, those things must be on the table. But the unions have a contract that goes till 2017. So what Ojakian has to ask for is for the unions to voluntarily open up their contract. Why should they do that?
Because they want to see the issues resolved as much as I want to see them resolved.
There is that other very, very big reason. The alternative is massive cutbacks in state services and the layoff of thousands of state employees. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.